amidst the cold waters of Patagonia and California. The quiet surface is sometimes merely a signal for warning that a pursuit has begun. Orcas do not hunt by mere strength. They hunt using memory, coordination, and tactics passed down through many generations. And on the vast ocean, just one slower rhythm can change the entire outcome. On the coast of Patagonia, when Mother South American elephant seal leave the beach to head out to sea for food, the pups left behind have almost no protection between the wind, waves, and the threats quietly approaching. In the middle of the cold water, as a mother South American elephant seal just leaves the shoreline, a group of orcas suddenly changes direction, simultaneously closing in and cutting off the path back, turning the shallow water into a closed trap. The prey tries its best to dash toward the sandy beach, but every time it changes direction, the black and white bodies appear exactly in position, forcing it further and further away from safety. Orcas can swim at approximately 56 kilometers per hour, hunting in family groups led by an older female, and each pod possesses its own communication signals and hunting tactics passed down to the young through many generations. As strength gradually fades after more than 45 minutes of resistance, the South American elephant seal slows down, and the sea surface repeats a very clear lesson. In the middle of the ocean, experience and coordination often decide the outcome even before mere strength. Further off the coast of California, the sea surface suddenly becomes quiet as a small Minke whale unexpectedly falls into the middle of a surrounding circle of orcas that is slowly closing. There are at least 20 individuals taking turns closing in, each group following in sequence to maintain the pursuit rhythm, making the prey constantly change direction but still unable to escape the gradually narrowing space of water. When the hunt ends, the family groups do not rush into chaos, but calmly share the prey with each other. Among the adult bodies, a few calves, only a few months old, also begin to participate in their first meal of life. The Minke whale is the smallest baleen whale species commonly encountered off the coast of California, measuring about 7 to 10 meters long, while orcas hunt in stable matrilines where coordination skills and food-sharing methods are passed down through many generations. While the sea surface calms down, several orcas even perform breaching, tail slaps, and spy hops around the area, as if the ocean had just closed a rare moment that not many people have the opportunity to witness. Not long after that, the sea surface surges again as a group of orcas quickly takes down a South American sea lion. In the middle of the swirling water, the adult female does not rush to end the hunt, but constantly creates gaps for the calves to move in to practice. Observe, and then imitate each headbutt and tail slap against the prey. Each time, the South American sea lion finds a rhythm to escape. The mother killer whale closes the circle again and keeps the prey under control, turning the pursuit into a vivid lesson in coordination and attack timing. Young orcas must learn hunting skills through many years of observing their mothers and grandmothers. In populations off the coast of California, groups that still have grandmother individuals often show a higher successful hunting rate thanks to the transmission of experience through many generations. Then suddenly, two humpback whales surface close by, blocking the attack. But as they gradually drift away, the orca pod returns to complete the meal, and the sea surface quietly holds yet another lesson of the ocean. The California sea surface witnesses the first gray whale hunt of the season, when many orca groups simultaneously close a circle around a young gray whale. The pursuit lasts until the calf is exhausted, and by the next day, the orca pod still returns, taking turns continuing to eat on the carcass still floating in the middle of the water. During short breaks, a few individuals separate from the meal, glide slowly close to the boat, and then return to the group as if checking every movement around them. Orcas can consume dozens of kilograms of meat every day, and with large prey like the gray whale, a carcass can feed the whole group for many hours or many days, depending on current conditions and the level of competition from other scavenger species. As evening falls, the ripples gradually widen on the sea surface, and that hunt quietly closes as a continuing part of the migration season. Further in the waters of Monterey Bay, 6 orcas suddenly close a circle around a grey whale mother and calf that have just surfaced in the middle of the calm sea. Successive lunges from many directions show the cold coordination of the hunting pod, while the mother grey whale constantly rotates her body to block the front to keep the calf behind her back. Despite being injured, the young grey whale still tries to stay close to its mother, but later on, the swimming rhythm slows down as strength gradually fades away. Taking advantage of that moment, the orca pod switches positions very quickly and finally separates the mother and calf, causing the pursuit to enter the decisive stage. They take turns closing in from many directions, forcing the calf to constantly turn until the swimming rhythm slows down and the space to escape almost disappears. When the pursuit ends, the whole group does not attack in chaos, but calmly maintains positions, then begins to eat from the tongue and lower jaw, the most energy-rich parts of the prey. Orcas often prioritize soft tissue rich in fat because it helps gain energy quickly. A grey whale calf can be about 4.5 to 5 meters long when newborn, but is still very vulnerable to the precise coordinated tactics of the whole group. The remainder is left for other species to utilize. The brief trace of a hunt repeated through many sea seasons. In the middle of Monterey Bay, a calf that is albino or has Chediak-Higashi syndrome appears beside its mother quietly moving through the sea surface while following prey. Not long after, the whole group suddenly increases speed, closing a circle around a California sea lion, leaving wide tracks of waves spreading out on the water. When the hunt subsides, the black and white bodies take turns sharing the prey, while the albino calf still stays close to the formation as if observing every movement of the adult pod. The albino calf is about 3 to 4 years old at this age. Young orcas are still learning how to coordinate hunting, and the behavior of sharing the carcass helps them recognize attack positions, movement rhythms, and how to maintain a safe distance within the group. As the humpback whale population recovers strongly in these waters, their dense appearance also brings along killer whale groups that have learned to specialize in hunting young whales. That day, there were only 3 orcas following a humpback whale calf, but beside it, there were still the mother whale and an adult male maintaining a defensive distance around the pod. balance only lasted for a moment, until the male dove down deep, leaving a brief gap right in the middle of the protective formation. A humpback whale calf in its first year of life still depends heavily on its mother, although it can already swim with the pod. Its incomplete blubber layer and limited endurance make it easy to be separated from the group when the movement rhythm is broken. The orca pod immediately changes direction, glides quickly through the opening, and then skillfully wedges itself in the middle, forcing the young whale gradually away from the original protective circle. The strange thing is, they do not rush to lunge, but keep a slower rhythm, many times lifting the young whale on their backs, just like the way the mother whale still guides her calf in the first days of learning to swim. In the vast ocean, just one moment of lost connection is enough to redirect the entire story. What has just taken place are not only hunts, but the way the ocean operates through every precise decision and every perfect moment of coordination. Orcas may dominate the sea surface with experience and tactics, but each pursuit also shows the fragility of survival amidst the harshest environment on the planet. And when the sea surface returns to silence, that cycle still continues somewhere out in the far sea.